I still need to figure out how you do like that timer.
Oh.
But that's not going to happen today, clearly. So I'm going to give it a couple of moments for YouTube to catch up. It's actually like quick. It's on it today. Okay. Cool. Well, we should be officially live now. So hello, everyone. I am Sarah. This is Brooke. Brooke, do you want to introduce yourself quick?
Sure. I'm Brooke. I have an AuthorTube channel here on YouTube. I do hybrid kind of like AuthorTube, BookTube videos, getting back into reading, all that good stuff, hence the book club. So, yeah.
Awesome. And even though this is like technically a book club meeting, do you want to tell us what you'll be reading today, Brooke?
Yeah, so I was telling Sarah a couple minutes ago, she was like, what page are you on in ACOTAR? I haven't started, so that means I'm going to have to read like 700 pages in a week, and I'm going to hate myself, but it's fine. So I'm reading On Writing by Stephen King. My goal this year was to read one nonfiction book every month, so this is my like nonfiction pick, and I'm struggling because I don't really like nonfiction.
I think that's great. I do have some like nonfiction, or I have a couple book recommendations that I might send your way if you are looking for options. Okay, one of them is called Never Split the Difference. You might have heard me talk about it before.
I think so.
It's so good.
Okay.
It's like one of my favorite books I've like ever read. It was like it just shocked me because I wasn't expecting it to be that good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so technically today's live stream was supposed to be us like doing reading sprints for A Court of Wings and Ruin, if I can remember what it stands for. But they're just like timed productivity sprints basically. So if you choose to do something else, that's great. If you want to read, that's great. Let us know what you're working on though in the chat because I would love to know. I will probably be reading for some of them, but we'll also probably be doing a little bit of writing because I'm trying to accomplish a lot today and tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But Miguel was here super early. I checked in like 25 minutes early and he was already here. So he was on it. Courtney responded shortly thereafter with that. Miguel is currently reading Sense and Sensibility and about to upload a video in a few minutes. Awesome. And then Kira and Alex are here. Hey guys, how are you? I also feel like because we're reading today, we should probably start thinking about a first sprint. When we host writing sprints and stuff, it seems like we start with about 15 minutes. So I'm wondering if we should do closer to like 20 if we are supposed to be reading, theoretically. Kira just started Kingdom of Ash, a book I have still not finished reading.
I literally have been like, sorry?
I hope that Kira loves it because I need to read it.
Yeah, I keep like thinking about a certain part in that and I'm like, oh my god, I need to talk to Sarah about this. I'm like
okay, I'm so sorry. As soon as we're done with our book club, I'll have like the time and availability to finish it. And so I'm so sorry that it's a month later and I'm still like 160 pages. Brooke and I were supposed to buddy read Kingdom of Ash in December, and she read it, and I did not finish, and so I feel really bad about that, but it's okay.
Well, like, to be fair, though, the part that you stopped at, like, I got stuck there, too. Like, it was so boring and so bad, and, like, literally just, like, a few pages later, it gets so much better.
I know. I was, like, telling her about that, because I was reading it on, like, December 4th or whatever, and I got to, like, this one portion in the book, and I put it down for like a month. And then because I was like, it's getting too slow. And then when I picked it back up, it was literally 2 pages after that is when like things start happening. And I was like, oh my gosh. Dang it. Yeah, I thought it was funny. So whatever. Yikes. Alex says, feel free to come for me, LMAO, but I'm still reading Asimov. Good for you. University's been hitting me with a stick. So, well, that's good. How far are you into Asimov? Did I say Asimov earlier? Asimov.
Yeah.
Whatever. We all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, everybody gets it. It's fine.
That's good. Yeah, that's so fine. University is hard.
Yeah.
So totally be gentle on yourself with that. I think it's great that you're still reading it. Reading has longer sprints, sure. How long do y'all want to do though? Miguel says still waiting for when I can buy the ACOTAR series. Totally fair. I'll only be here for a while since I'll sleep soon. That sounds smart and healthy. And then Courtney said only just now starting ACOWAR. Oops.
Same.
Yeah, I don't think Brooke has started it yet.
Not oops. I consciously made the decision not to start.
So it's all good.
Also, okay, people, including Sarah, give me, I pointed the wrong way. Give me some book buying recommendations because I have a return that I have to do at Chapters. So I'm actually like going there tomorrow and I'm probably going to buy some books. So I'm already on my list is Addie LaRue because I have wanted to buy that for like months, but it was unavailable for months. So that's one of them.
I still don't know what that book is about. I see it all over Bookstagram.
Yeah.
BookTube. Don't know anything about it.
It's like the main character is immortal. She lives forever, but the consequence of it is that nobody remembers her after she leaves. But then one day she meets someone who remembers her. That's basically it in a nutshell.
So cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
What genre is it?
Good question. Why
Great.
is something wrong? I don't know.
Okay. I was just wondering if it was because it almost sounds like from that it could be like a romance or something, and so I wasn't sure if it was.
Like I think there is a romance element, but I don't know if that's like the primary genre. I'm not sure.
Okay, totally fair. Alex says I'm on 543 of Asimov, and you are close to done. Good job. You're like getting like the part where like, oh my gosh, I could not put it down.
Fair.
It was good. So I'm glad you're working on that today. Courtney says, yes, I'm so excited to read Addie LaRue. I want to be in on the hype.
Same. I've heard some people say they didn't really like it though. So I don't know. I'm a little bit scared. Historical fiction and fantasy fiction. I guess that's like slightly historical because there's probably flashbacks to like when she was alive or unless it is set in a historic period. I mean, that's not really my jam though. Like at all.
Well, hopefully we're not scaring you out of reading it because I am curious.
I should probably read up on it a little bit more, to be honest.
RP is here and says, I'm still midway through the second one. That is totally okay. I'm just so happy you're reading them.
Same.
So happy.
I also read midway. I read that as Millwordy, and I realized that I have a problem.
It took me, I had to read the comment like several times to myself before I was able to say it out loud because my brain's not awake yet. So yeah, it's good. It's very good. Alex says A Darker Shade of Magic is very good. That's the book I've been recommending to everyone lately. Okay, nice. And Abby has both present day and flashbacks.
Okay, fair.
That makes a lot of sense. Are you cool starting with like a 20 minutes? Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. Well, then we will set that up and then we will get started. Again, feel free to work on whatever you guys want to work on today. This is not super structured, which is kind of fun. So, all right, with that, I will set up a banner after we get started and I will see you guys in 20 minutes. Happy productivity. Okay, that's time. Hopefully that wasn't too incredibly jarring. How was your book?
It was good. I'm excited to get to the end. I don't know, it's just kind of dry.
That's fair.
But, yeah. How about you?
I think it's really good that you're reading that though, because I've heard really good things about it, but I couldn't get very far into it either.
It's weird because like the whole book, he's like, "Oh, I wrote this with the intention of like cutting out all the BS and just like giving you advice." And I'm like, "This book is all BS." Like there's like I don't know. I mean, like am I just not reading it in the right way? Like I don't know. I don't find it to be giving me any writing advice. I know a lot about Stephen King now. He has a corgi.
Some of it like fits, but it doesn't.
He's under his desk.
Cute.
I know.
That's so cute. Oh, I could probably turn the banner off. There we go. That's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if someone's home or if the knife that I had balanced on like the edge of the sink upstairs fell into the sink. If there are any other weird noises, I might get scared, but I'm pretty sure that was just bad placement.
Fair.
Anyways, I ended up working on editing or rewriting or writing or whatever we're calling it now.
Oh my gosh, legit though.
Like, who knows, honestly?
I know. And I'm like, what am I doing? Am I rewriting draft 1? Am I working on draft 2? Am I editing? Like, I just don't even know anymore.
Right. I've called it so many different things that I'm like, even I don't know what's happening.
I know.
It's not entirely true, but it kind of feels like it. I don't know how many words I got. It was like 250 or something. So pretty decent. Could tell I'm just like warming up to it though. So I don't know if I clicked on this one before we started that.
Yes.
Sprint. Okay, sweet.
Yes, that's good.
Keenan asked, wait, is this writing sprints or something else? I did change the title of this because so many of us are working on different things. I changed it from ACOTAR Book Club, A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas reading sprints to ACOTAR Book Club reading sprints or productivity sprints, just because that's more encompassing of what we're actually doing today.
Fair.
So yeah, everybody's doing a little bit of everything. It sounds like a lot of people are reading and a lot of people are working on other things. So Viv said, hello, everyone. Haven't been in a live since last year. Well, I'm so happy to have you here. And Stories from the Gray says, new to the group. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Miguel, apparently the video that they were working on was the All My Novel Ideas video. And so they just uploaded that, which is awesome. Can't wait to watch it. I am behind on videos a little bit, so I will try to get to it as soon as possible, but I do want to watch it. Stories from the Gray asked, so is this a writing sprint or a reading sprint? This is kind of just like productivity sprints. You can do whatever you want to do. I was responding to a lot of comments, so I'm skipping over a lot, but Keenan says, I've been rewatching your first plotting video and I started to plot my fantasy story, which has 7,000 words in it. That's awesome.
Nice.
Stories from the Gray says, cool, thanks. I should probably edit that.
Same, but I'm not.
Can I ask what your self-inflicted, I'm going to call it a deadline because that's what I like calling them, but what was your timeline on editing?
So I'm hoping to finish by the end of February, but like, good luck to me. I don't think that's gonna happen. I haven't been working on it that much. I don't know.
But I just watched your like vlog or whatever, and it seemed like you were getting a lot done.
Yeah, it looked really productive. It did.
Okay, but it wasn't.
I don't know. I mean, like it's hard because I feel like I don't know. I don't know that I'm ever gonna feel like it's ready. Like, I think that's kind of where I'm at, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm like struggling with that right now because I'm like, I could easily go through it and edit it again. And I already know that before sending it out to people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, if I do that, then I'm going to feel the same way at the end of that draft. And I'm going to feel the same way at the end of the next one. And so it's like, at some point, I just have to do it. Because so I'm struggling with that right now.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. So I agree. It's hard. Keenan's story, Teenage Heroes, is at 84,000. Congratulations.
Nice.
That's huge. Oh, that's something else I wanted to ask you, Brooke. How much is your FFT?
Yeah. Like, cool. I don't know how you remember that.
The only thing that was coming to my head was NA, but I was like, I know
that's fine. That's fine too. It is, so when I finished my draft, it was like 66,000 or like 67,000. I can't really remember because my like nano word count was like lower than my actual word count. I don't really know what happened because I like track it on the nano website, but I guess I don't do a very good job. So yeah, it's around like 67,000. So, but
okay.
Yeah, like it was underwritten. So I mean, I'll get it up to like 80, 85-ish.
So is that what you're working on in draft 2, is like bolstering it, or are you?
Yeah. So far I've managed to take out like a 3,000 word chapter. So I'm really doing well.
You're really just boosting it up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Miguel says I might do some brainstorming for Cupid and Psyche retelling.
Oh.
Love how that sounds. And then asked, do you know of any resources to research on 18th century France? Honestly, no.
Can't say that I do.
But if you find some, please let me know. But like quality resources, I have no idea.
Yeah, like I guess probably just the library, and like I'm sure your librarians would know. They know everything.
You probably know way more than we know.
Yeah.
You know, I've taken like 18th century classes, but like, do I remember a single thing? No. Viv asked Brooke what she was reading, and the cover looks familiar, and she said On Writing by Stephen King. Great book. And then Keenan said he just finished outlining chapter 4. Nicely done. Oh, cool. The cover looks like a book I read last semester for class, The Man Who Loved Dogs by Leonardo Padura.
I've never heard of that.
It sounds familiar, or at least the author.
Yeah.
Are you reading like it's not Penguin Classics, but are you reading something that's like that, where it's like basically every cover looks the same?
Oh.
Can you hold up again?
Yeah. I don't think this is published by Penguin.
That's like the one thing no. That's like the one that I was thinking about though.
This cover is really irritating because it's like matte. It's got that weird kind of like rubbery finish on it. So my fingerprints are just like all over it. And I'm like, I'm not washing my hands to read this book. I don't like it that much. Like,
that's the worst though, because you can wash your hands, but then like 5 minutes later it's still doing it. And it's like,
literally doesn't matter.
I know.
I
it's
know.
Good.
Yeah.
Alex says got to 563 in ACOMAF. Congratulations. I want to know what you think when you're done. Keenan says my mom won't let me read Stephen King besides On Writing.
That's fair. It's definitely very heavy. Like I've read only a few of his books and they leave me like having nightmares. So
yeah, I don't read them for that reason. I've heard he's very, very good, and so I wish that I could appreciate the writing, but I have not been able to bring myself to do that yet. It's more of a memoir. That makes sense.
Yeah. So like it says, so on the cover it says it's a memoir of the craft, and I think like so the first like half of the book is his like story about like his struggles growing up in like a poor family, and like, but then the second half I thought it's like the writer's toolbox section, and I thought there was going to be more writing advice kind of like sprinkled in, but like it's very like anecdotal, I guess, and like not always exciting either. So but yes, it is, you're right, it is more of a memoir.
I don't know what this was too.
Your knife falling in the sink or whatever happened there.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not, but who knows. Miguel says, just read a chapter and thought of the beginning of my novel. Nice. Hopefully that's a good thing. VG says, I'm in bed already when this came out. It's 1 a.m. here, but dang, I would have written something. Well, thank you for joining us, if even for like a small portion of time, if you're still here. I hope you're still here, but also like get to sleep. Hey, I got 2 paragraphs edited, so this channel is already helping. Awesome. So glad. Courtney says, I'm supposed to be taking a break from writing, but I missed my story, so I might use the next sprint as a writing sprint. Are you taking like a break from writing as in you're like letting it rest, or is it like a day a week or something that you like take off of writing? 'Cause I want to know. And also, if you miss your story, you should definitely go back to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Stories from the Gray, I could never finish on writing, tried years ago.
Okay, that makes me feel less bad because like I read halfway through it like a year ago and like didn't get through it. Now I restarted. I'm determined this time though. I mean, I'm over halfway, so
Good job. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't know. I can't DNF it. I gotta push through.
I feel like it's a good one to have read,
Yeah.
but also I did not finish reading it, so I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah, like I'm glad that it's not just me because like every time I like feel that way about a book, I'm like, people like this. Why? What's wrong with me?
I don't know. I was listening to when I tried to read it, I might have the physical copy, but I'm pretty sure I tried listening to the audiobook, which he narrates.
Oh, he did. Oh.
And like I didn't realize that you could speed up audiobooks at that point in time. And so I thought it was too slow. So I had to like stop listening to it.
I feel like every audiobook is too slow. Like
It is, but I can't listen to them faster because then I have to like pay closer attention.
Fair enough.
So it's like this hard. Yeah. So I like listening to nonfiction books when I'm driving because that like works.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I can't listen to fantasy books or anything that's fictional.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work with the characters and the world building and everything. Like I can't keep it all straight.
Yeah, there's just something about actually reading it, you know? I don't know.
That's so much more enjoyable. Since this is a book club and we're at YA. Do you two read Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare? I'm assuming that's young adult.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I have read the Mortal Instruments. I have not read like the other 12 books she's published. I tried. I think I tried reading like the Infernal Devices, but it was and the Bane Chronicles maybe.
Oh, okay.
But the Bane Chronicles is like one massive book. So it's all about Magnus Bane, which
is it like smaller stories within the big book, or is it just like a long book?
I think it's like essentially like just like different chapters from like throughout his life and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Understanding. Do I remember? Not really.
Yeah.
But I have read it. You're rereading it?
Yeah. So I think I don't know if I finished the 6th book in like the main series, like the actual TMI series, but I think I got through like 5 of them, but I don't really remember anything other than like a couple things that you really never forget because it was kind of a wild series. But like, so I'm going to be rereading them in like March, I think. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be vlogging it and I'm going to do like a series on it. And if I like them enough, my plan is to read like all of her stuff. So.
Wow.
My wallet thank me.
That's awesome though. I hope you like them.
Yeah. I mean, I remember liking them, but like, I don't know, like they seem like they would be something that I would still like. Cause there's like that romance element in them too. Like, so yeah, as weird as it got sometimes.
Yeah. For better or for worse, there's a romance.
Yeah, I remember just being like horrified. I was like a whatever 14, 15-year-old just being like, what is going on?
Like, I'm so sorry. What? Yeah, shocked.
Yeah.
It was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully it's a little better this time around. You'll have to keep me posted.
I will. I'm excited. I'm really excited to reread them. I bought, because I only had like a few of them, so I bought new copies of them and like haven't gotten to read them yet. So that's going to be exciting.
That is cool. It's always fun to get new ones.
Yeah.
Viv says the cover style is similar, black and white picture at the bottom, and the top is black with white letters. I don't necessarily like the cover style, not my cup of tea. Totally fair. It's a very specific style.
Yeah.
Keenan says, I think I have broken my reading slump. I'm rereading Heroes of Olympus Book 1, The Lost Hero book by Rick Riordan. That's awesome. Nice. Rick Riordan is amazing.
I'm so sad that I didn't read Percy Jackson when I was younger.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. I never read Percy Jackson, and I like tried to read it when I was like a teenager, like 16 or 17, but I couldn't get into it because like the characters are so young, you know. But like I think it's something I really would have enjoyed when I was 14. So.
Because they're like really young YA, right?
Yeah, I think they're like 12.
Yeah, which is crazy. But then like they like grow up the books.
Is it even YA though? Like, is it not like middle grade? Or I could be wrong, but it almost like doesn't even seem YA to me when I'm remembering it.
No, it almost does feel like middle grade, but
I'll Google it. But I think you're right. I think it is YA.
But like when he goes to like schools and stuff to talk about his books, he goes to why can't I talk? Elementary schools.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like that would be like, to me, that seems like the age range for it, right? Yeah, I don't know. It says they're YA, but like, I definitely see them as more middle grade, but.
Okay, so it might just be like a really young YA.
Yeah.
Interesting. Miguel had to go, but thank you so much for joining us. I doubt you're still here, but thank you. Keenan said, I tried to take a break by writing, as in I didn't want to write until May 2021, which is when I will hopefully graduate. Good luck. That's awesome.
Nice.
And then said, yeah, that lasted like a week. Alex said, I had to read On Writing for a creative writing class. I do remember it being very anecdotal.
Yeah. Why didn't I take writing classes like that? I didn't get to take writing classes like that. That's so cool.
Okay. I'm going to like have to make a video on this at some point in time, but I took during the last season of Game of Thrones, I took an English class on Game of Thrones.
Pardon me.
My professor was obsessed with it, and so she built a course and then taught this class, but she only taught it once, and it was only one like class, so she wasn't like teaching multiple
sections.
Time. Yeah. It was just the one. It had a wait list and everything, but I got into it because I've had her before.
Yeah.
And then I like basically, it was entirely her, just because she taught like medieval English and stuff. It was entirely her like going out and looking for like medieval texts and stuff about various people that she thinks that the Game of Thrones characters were inspired by.
That is so cool.
That was the class, and it was like one of my favorite.
Wow. You get a PhD and you really can just do whatever you want, apparently.
She would teach like one class a semester, and it would be only on whatever she wanted to talk about. And I love that so much.
Iconic.
I miss her. She was great. But yeah, English and like creative writing classes are awesome. I would not have liked majoring in anything else. Courtney says, I hit my 65,000 word goal for the month, and I figured it was good to give myself a 3-day break to avoid burnout. But I've had a 1-day break, and I'm feeling good again. Courtney,
that's insane.
Oh my gosh. Like,
wow.
That's like 65,000 words is like 2 really good months for me. Like, Same. And then I'm at 65K. I'm That's like wild. In awe.
Yeah, I wish.
Courtney, are you doing Millwordy? Because it sounds like you could be.
Yeah.
Because I think Melwordy is like 83,000 words a month, so you could totally do like half Melwordy and just breeze past it. Just out of curiosity, you like don't have to. I'm so curious. Keenan says I'm on page 293 of The Priory of the Orange Tree. Nice. Still, I'm on page like 7. Stop Motion Life is here. Hello. Viv says it's a short story collection.
The Bane Chronicles, yeah.
Totally. Okay, yes. The Bane Chronicles. I got it. Viv knows what's going on. Thank you. Don't take a break. It will be difficult to get back into writing again. You will be busier after school. Kind of depends on what you have going on, but potentially. But I totally understand like wanting to finish school at the same time because that is a chore. The Dark Artifices is my favorite series that Cassandra Clare has done. It takes place after TMI and it follows different characters. Okay, I don't think I ever read that one.
Is it their kids? Because I thought that, so like the Infernal Devices, that's the prequel trilogy, right? And that's like their ancestors, and then the Dark Artifices is like after, and it's their kids. That's what I thought, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe. Okay. I'm going to try and catch up on comments, but if you guys want to type in the chat how long you want to go for the next sprint. Our first one and our only one that we've done so far was a 20-minute, so let us know if you want to go for longer or if 20 was feeling good. I don't really want to go shorter than that just because a lot of people are reading, but let us know in the chat. Viv says, TMI related, I watched the live-action Winx adaptation and Bloom and Sky gave me Jace and Clary vibes. I started watching it yesterday, but by that I mean I got like 5 minutes into it.
I want to start watching it too. That's like they're like fairies, right? And they're at this like magical boarding school.
Supposedly, I think so.
I saw it on Netflix and I saw the like trailer and I was like, this looks fun.
Yeah. It looked like I haven't seen like a fantasy show in a while. So it was like,
no.
Sure.
I know. There was this one that like came out a little while ago. There was like this girl who like had magic powers. I don't know what it was called. I tried to watch it and I just couldn't get into it. That is so vague. I'm sorry, but like I can't remember what it was called.
That's okay.
Anyways,
now I'm curious.
Yeah, well, I don't know. She's a witch and it like starts out she's in the forest and she's doing magic things. I don't know. That's all I got.
As one does, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you think of it, please let me know.
Yeah, I will.
Cat Dancer says, I liked On Writing, but I can understand other people not liking it because it doesn't give specific processes like Save the Cat or Story Genius. Have not heard about Story Genius. Plus, I'm a big fan of Stephen King. Totally fair.
Fair.
I think that it would be like an acquired taste kind of a thing, but so is everything else. So
yeah.
Viv says I can't type today. I mean, me every day. It's okay. Alex says I think before The Lightning Thief got really popular, it was middle grade, but it got popular and they changed it to YA. That makes sense because it probably YA has a larger audience.
Yeah.
I missed Rick Riordan too. I think at least one of his series is middle grade. It really feels like it.
I literally like can't even think of anything else he's written.
It's like 3, to my knowledge, the last time I checked in with how his career was doing, it was like 3 series of 5 books each.
Oh my gosh.
That were with basically the same thing, like in the same world, but like with different god systems. So like one was Norse mythology.
Oh, okay.
Great gods. One might have been the Roman. But it kind of like all follows the same premise, just different characters with the different like pantheons.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was like relatively interesting, but at a certain point I was just like, I'm ready for something else.
Yeah.
My favorite writing book was Writing Down the Bones. I have not heard of that one either.
Neither.
Do some research after this stream. Anyway, I'm high. What? I can't read. Hi, She said, hi. Anyway, hi. I'm new to the group. Hello, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. I'm so sorry that I cannot speak today, but we're happy to have you here. Courtney says, does anyone remember the 39 Clues books? I was hooked in elementary school. I did not read them, but I think my brother did.
Yeah, I've never heard of those.
Okay, Viv said, I took a Game of Thrones class last semester and a Harry Potter class last spring. I loved having classes where professors, oh my gosh, fangirled about
Professors.
Listen, I'm trying to read quickly. Like,
I love it.
It's going faster than my mouth is. That's awesome.
What kind of university did I go to? Like, what the heck?
Clearly the wrong one.
Obviously, yeah.
If that's awesome.
I'm so salty.
That would totally be like, if I was a professor, I would totally teach about like Sarah J Maas books.
Oh my god, yes.
That'd be so fun. But I love that when professors are like, yeah, like I did a lot of school, so now I'm just going to talk about whatever I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I deserve it.
Yeah, legit.
Cat Dancer says it seems like the older writing craft books are more anecdotal and just give tips like write every day. And then talk about their life. On Writing is not the only one like that. Okay. We got a vote for 35. That might be a long time, but that might also really work. So let us know how the rest of you guys feel about that, because that could potentially work. Alex says it follows Emma Carstairs and Julian Blackthorne, and it's like a forbidden love storyline. It takes place like 5 years after TMI, so it is not their children. Okay.
Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I feel like at some point their kids are mentioned, though.
I thought so too, but I don't actually know anything. I don't know where I got that from.
It's okay. I get it. Courtney says I was not intending to do Millwordy, but I may have accidentally stumbled into it. We shall see. Absolutely no pressure, but you're hitting word counts like people who are intentionally doing Millwordy. So
yeah, that's amazing.
Incredible. Stories from the Gray says writing in the bones helped me get inspired one year, and I ended up writing 3,000. Okay, hang on. 365,000. There we go. Words that year at 1,000 words a day. Highly recommend
That's insane.
That's so cool. Wow. That's cool. We got a vote for 30 and then a 20 to 30. Do you want to pick?
I'm cool with 30.
Okay, we will do that then. Have to find it again. Okay, so we're gonna do a 30-minute reading, writing, productivity sprint, whatever you want to do this time, and we're gonna start that in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Okay, that brings us to the end of our second sprint, which was 30 minutes long. Let us know in the chat how you guys did. And Brooke, how did you do?
I'm on page like 205, so I'm getting there. Not fast enough, but.
How long is the book itself?
Good question. 200 and like almost 300, but there's some like garbage in the back that I don't think I'm gonna read. It's like,
so you're like a little over 2/3 then.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, good.
Yeah. So hopefully I can finish it today because I only have, it's the 30th today. Oh my God, I literally only have 2 days.
But then also when you finish this one, then you can start reading ACOTAR.
Yeah. And I like should read a good chunk of that this week. So anyways, how did you do?
You have no idea how excited I was when I found out that I was ahead of you and Angela for reading the book.
That was so funny.
Like, oh my gosh. Sorry, I was so thrilled because that, like you're probably aware with attempting to read Kingdom of Ash in December, that does not happen for me. So I'm trying to capitalize on that. I'm trying to stay ahead. Right now I'm good, but give it like 2 days and you guys will pass me. I hit 70,000 words in draft 3.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I'm trying to get to 75,000 by the end of January. So like I'm so close.
Yeah.
I had my highest word day 2 days ago. I don't know if it counts though because it's rewriting and like I've only ever anyways, I'm vlogging it, so it'll be fun.
Nice.
I feel like whenever I vlog for more than like 3 days, it's the first like week is really slow, and then it's like the second week is when everything actually happens, but I don't want to not do first week footage.
Yeah, that's fair.
Trying to figure it out. Yeah, it's fun. Viv says Cassandra Clare's new series, The Last Hours, Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron, follows the children of the characters from the Infernal Devices. That might be what you're thinking of. Probably.
Yeah, probably. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to comment about the covers of those.
I love them. I don't know.
I was stunning.
Yeah, super pretty.
Not that I read it, but the cover's pretty. Cat Dancer says that is so cool, about 365 times 1,000 words a day. I have to check that one out. Hadn't heard of that either. I really like how like nice that sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So consistent, like I can do this again. 365,000 words in a year. Like that's so like
so nice.
So pretty.
I know. I looked that book up, The Writing Down the Bones, and it's the 30th anniversary of it right now. They have like a 30th anniversary edition out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to like pull up a window. But I'll actually look into it later. Writing Down the Bones. Great. And then I'll look into it later. Yeah, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I commented that I went upstairs when that sprint started to like look around and try and figure out what fell. No idea.
Low-key, when you disappeared that last time and there was only a couple minutes left, I was like, oh my God, what if she doesn't come back and like something happens to her?
It's all good. At least I would have been muted. So even if it hit 0, it wouldn't have just been going off forever.
Fair.
So it's fine. Yeah, so I have no idea what made the noise because the knife is still exactly where I put it on the edge of the sink. So it wasn't that, even though it sounded like something fell into the sink. So that's kind of freaking me out a little bit, but hopefully I'll figure it out later. And then Viv said, okay, if you continue to watch Winx, keep in mind the whole thing's falling incident. So now I'm kind of freaked out because I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Stories from the Gray says, finished editing my short story with 5 minutes to spare. Nice. Good for you. Alex is at 576 in Akamath, which is getting very close to the end. Cat Dancer says, I've just started trying to read House of Leaves for the first time, and it is not going well. House of Leaves.
I've never heard of that.
I'm looking it up quick. House of Leaves by Mark Danielewski. Published in March 2000. I have not heard of that. I like the name, though. It's a good title.
It is.
But I just finished reading The House in the Kruselian Sea. Yeah, I said that right. A couple days ago, and it was fantastic. I've heard really good things about that.
I have to. I don't know what it's about, but I've heard good things.
I feel like that's how I am with like every book. I'm like, yeah, I've heard of it. Don't know anything about it.
100%.
House in the Kruselian Sea. Okay, this one looks like. Now I'm just like looking up everyone's. Okay, it kind of looks like a children's book from the. I thought it wasn't. I thought it was like an adult.
Yeah, I thought it was like YA or something.
It has a very childish cover. Did you just look it up?
Yeah. Oh, it's indie, so that could be.
Oh, okay.
What? Like, not that that's bad. I'm just saying, like, that could be why the
cover is that way.
Cover is different. It says it's all these genres. It says fantasy fiction, contemporary fantasy, fantasy comedy, occult fiction. I've never heard of fantasy comedy before.
That sounds like it just spans every possible genre.
Yeah, like I'm so confused. I'm gonna look it up on Goodreads.
Please do. Please report back.
Yeah, it does look like a kid's book.
Stories from the Gray says it wasn't pretty doing it. Some days 300 words, some days 5,000. Just depended on the mood, how the mood hit each day, which she described in the book. When it hits, go with it. Absolutely. And like the fact that you averaged out to about 1,000 words a day, I think is incredible. Alex said, I think the things falling down unexpectedly is in one of the last episodes of Winx. Just so, okay.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I have no idea. This will be, now I have to watch the show, you guys, just to know what you guys are talking about.
I feel like there's not that many episodes because it's like a pilot season and it's like a Netflix original.
Right. So it's going to be like 8 max probably.
Yeah, legit though.
Yeah. So like right as you're getting into it, it's going to be like, oh, just kidding. You have to wait a year. Maybe.
Yeah. Or never. Or it'll just never come out again.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
I hate that. I need to know like right off the bat if there are going to be more seasons or not, just because it's like I can't get invested and then never have this come back.
I know. It needs to come with like a warning that it got canceled, especially like older ones, you know, that have been discontinued.
I know. It's like, okay, don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cat Dancer about the Kruselian Sea says, yes, it is weird and has a lot in codes and is non-linear. Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's definitely not a children's book. It is about like a 40-year-old. So okay. It is adult. I think somebody said that. Alex said that in the comments, but yeah.
It's an adult fantasy, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Maybe it's just supposed to be more whimsical then, and that's what the cover is saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it totally doesn't look like an adult cover, though.
No, like, it's cool looking, but it's not how I would imagine adult fantasy.
Yeah.
I like the concept of non-linear, though. If you know, you know. Okay, guys. Stop, like, having inside jokes about Winx. I'll watch it. We'll see what happens. Sabrina says, that's how I buy my books now. I don't want to know what it's about. I just want to know if it's good and be surprised. Totally fair.
That's how I went into The Cruel Prince. Like, I knew it was like a fairy thing, and I was like, oh, I'm probably going to like this. And I've read the first one twice now, and just like...
You did like it.
No, not really. Like, I mean, like, I read the first one and then I didn't read the rest of the series. Like, I have all three of them here, but then I just didn't read them, and it was so long that I had to go back and read it again. And what did I do again? Not pick up the second one. So, like, I don't know. I don't know what. It's just not that good.
Okay, that's totally fair.
I don't know. The books are pretty though.
They are very pretty for sure.
Yeah.
I know nothing about them beyond that.
Yeah, me neither. And I've like read them. One of them.
That's awesome. House of Leaves, that is a horror, and I don't know how to describe it in a couple of sentences. That's totally fine. It was just interesting looking. I'm very curious. I also don't read horror though.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I can't do it. I get too easily freaked out. Hence the
Same.
whatever noise happened upstairs. Winx is about 6 episodes, each about an hour, I think. Okay, so that's not too bad. I think. Also, it's been doing well worldwide, it seems. So there's a good chance they'll renew it for more seasons. It's been out for less than 2 weeks. Okay. I would say that the house in the Kruselian Sea is a fantasy that is kind of timeless. There are children that are most of the characters. It is whimsical, yes. Okay. Oh, it's House of Leaves. That is nonlinear. That is Rebel. Ooh, interesting. That's why you like can't come up with like a couple sentences for it. That's interesting. Alice is here and says, I'm Italian and the Winx was one of the best cartoons from my childhood. Very cool. I don't think I ever watched it as a kid.
No, me neither.
Alex says, I've heard The Cruel Prince has some problematic elements. IDK, that has definitely turned me off from them, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, literally the main relationship is so messed up. I just, like, I don't want her to end up with who I know she's going to end up with, because, like, I've heard enough about it and seen enough, like, fan art and stuff to know that, like, I know who she ends up with, but it's just so ridiculous that, yeah.
Okay.
So.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Stories from the Gray says, well, thank you for the interesting morning. I have 18 minutes to start my writing day, so I'm going to make my coffee and get prepared for the day. Have a great one. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will hopefully see you again. That being said, should we think about another sprint?
Probably.
Cool. We technically have like 16 minutes left until like the 2-hour mark on this live stream. I don't know, Brooke, what your time restraints are today.
Oh, I literally don't do anything with my life, so I'm sure I can make it if you can. It's totally up to you. I'm not doing anything.
Should we maybe do like a 20-minute and then wrap up after that?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So not like crazy over 2 hours or anything, but just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Viv. Reminder to drink some water and like this video. Yes. Also, if you are not subscribed to me or Brooke, my Brooke's link, also Angel's link, are both in the description box below. And then if you're not subscribed to me, you should be, because we host live streams occasionally. So the subscribe button is down there somewhere. All right. We're going to do a 20-minute sprint. That's what we're doing. All right. Well, I think I'm actually going to read during this one because I hit 70K. Nice. So
what page are you on of ACOTAR right now?
I can look at that. 172.
Oh, nice.
So it says, I'm reading on my phone. So it says like 25% of the way through.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm pretty happy with.
I'm impressed.
That's not bad.
No, not at all.
Why don't you just taper off for the rest of the week?
We'll be like at the next thing and we'll all be like not finished next weekend.
Yeah, we only read half of it.
Yeah, low key though.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll be okay. The next ACOTAR book club is back on Brooke's channel next weekend, Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Where we will be discussing A Court of Wings and Ruin. There will probably be spoilers, just because it's a book discussion. And so if you are not to that point yet, you don't have to watch it when it's live. You can always go back and watch it later or talk about it in the Discord group, which there's also a link for down in the description box below. Or if you are, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, we were going to start a sprint. That's what's happening. Okay. Yikes. I really hope I like continue to wake up because this is like, it's like a slow process trying to like drag myself out of grogginess.
Fair.
Okay. We're going to start our third and last sprint of this stream. It's going to be 20 minutes long, and we are going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. That's time. I made it to page 183.
Nice.
Yes. I like kept smiling to myself. This book is so funny.
I know.
How did you do?
How did I do? I think I got to 229. So.
You're getting so close.
Yeah. Yeah. I just need it to be over.
Do you think you're gonna start ACOTAR like as soon as you finish that book?
Probably. Yeah, I mean anything to avoid editing.
I mean, fair.
Yeah. I'm also just excited to read it. I'm getting so hyped for Silver Flames. Like,
I know. I didn't like Nesta and Cassian the first time that I like read this book, but I'm liking them more this time.
yeah.
But that I need to like look back on the sneak peeks that have been released, but like I need to know if it's because it's not written from first person, right? Is it
What's
written?
on?
The new book.
I don't know. Because I mean like we haven't really seen anything. Oh, okay, I'm gonna look.
I am too.
Got me thinking now. I don't know. I mean, really? Like, is it gonna switch? Like,
but it's like, we've only seen from Feyre in like one chapter from Rhys.
Wait, what are we talking about?
A Court of Silver Flames. Is it going to be first person or third person?
Right. Okay. Right. Because we've seen, like, it's always first person, right?
Right. Okay. So in this one,
it's third person. Yeah, you're right.
It's third person.
Because it's like Nesta gave him a smile, holding his stare. Neither do I.
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
So like with that possibility, I'm wondering if we're going to get like a dual POV, like if we're going to get Cassian and Nesta, or if it's just going to be following Nesta.
I feel like it'll be both. I honestly, like, I don't want to be like, like I don't want to be this person, but like I feel like Nesta's not interesting enough on her own. I just like also because I don't like her, but like
I know.
I don't know how I could read like 700 pages from Nesta's perspective only. Like what?
Yeah, so I'm very curious how that's going to be handled.
Yeah. Why is it third person though?
I don't know.
How could you like start a series in first person and then like what?
But it switches who it's following.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so confused.
I'm interested in what that's going to do for the storytelling. Like if we're going to see less of what's in Nesta's head.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it means that we're going to see a lot about other people. Like that there's going to be a lot of room for like other characters to, you know, like for us to see other characters because like I need that.
Interesting. We're also like what, less than 3 weeks away now?
I know. Oh, I'm not going to get my copy until like the 22nd though.
Is it 2.5 weeks from now?
Yeah. Not even because it's like the 16th.
Yeah.
Is release date. So like the 14th is like two. Okay. Yes. 2.5 weeks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I like have to put that on my calendar that the book comes out. Otherwise I'm gonna like not go get it. I'm sure that's not true, but just in case. To like make like an all-day event.
I know.
Court of Silver Flames comes out. Go pick it up. Great. Now it's on my calendar. So Cat Dancer says, I just noticed that the dedication in the House of Leaves simply says that this is not for you. Very ominous. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. I love those kinds of dedications.
I know. I'm like, it's sweet when people are like, this is dedicated to so and so, but I'm like, I love the ones that are just like, I remember. I feel like there was one book that was like, if you. Okay. Anyways, dedications can make or break a book, I feel. It's just like a fun, like, Easter egg.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. So there's a craft book club, and the next live stream will be March 14th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nice. It's a long time from now.
Mm-hmm.
Alex got breakfast and made it to 585. You were so close to being done. RP says I finally finished doing some work for the day, so I might be able to start reading sometime soon. #ye. It's like so uncomfortable to say. That's so not natural for me. That is a Sunday, I believe, and they will be discussing Writing in the Dark by Tim Waggoner. I don't have the book, but I will be joining. Interesting. Viv said, tell me why when I read Craft Book Club, I thought I was going to be doing arts and crafts while talking about books. That's so funny. And they've already discussed Story Genius. That's really cool.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, so with that, I think we might be closing out. So, Brooke, do you want to say anything else before we wrap up?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, thanks for coming. Thanks for reading with us. It was good. Got lots done. And yeah, if you're not subscribed to me, check out my channel.
Her link is in the description below, as is Angela's, who's also hosting this book club with us. If you're not a part of the Discord group link is also down below. If you have not already, make sure you give this stream a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. And with that, I think we will see you guys in the next one. So happy reading and writing, everybody. We'll see you guys later.